Hi everyone, my name is Megan and welcome to my channel. Today we are going to be talking about the spring equinox or vernal equinox, or some of you already may know it as Easter or Ostara. But first I just want to apologise because I don't know why today I just felt like I didn't need to cake my face with makeup. So this is what I look like without makeup. Yes, I have been sitting outside though in the sunshine and my freckles did make an appearance. So I felt like, well, I don't really need to like put loads of makeup on today, yeah. And I don't know why at the moment. I think it is the energies. For me personally, around springtime, I'm always spring cleaning my home. I'm cleansing my energy. I'm cleansing the past, emotionally, spiritually. I'm cleansing physically, detoxing, ready for renewal. I always work with the changes of the seasons. I always have stood by that since I was a little girl, and I always work with Mother Earth, Mother Nature. So I just felt like today for this video specifically just wear neutral colours. So obviously, you know, I'm wearing like a knitted cream jumper. However, I am wearing my amber necklace, an amber ring, and then I'm wearing citrine as well. Very fiery sort of elements that we're working with, fire. But then I wanted to wear like watery, the element of water, so the crystal, and also my earrings as well. This is Amazonite, and I think the earrings are also Amazonite as well. So to me, fire and water, light and dark, you know, spring equinox, balance, and I feel very neutral, like yin and yang, sort of zen. How do I word it? I feel very aligned. But I just wanted to make sure with this video that what I put out there onto my channel, or whoever watches this video, that you also feel the same. Because in my videos, my intention when I'm filming, and like even like the way that I film or what I wear and my background, I always feel it's really important. So yeah, by the end of this video, I really hope that you do feel a lot more zen, a lot more balanced, and if you've learned something from that already, then amazing. You know, work with the elements of fire and water, wear your crystals that give you or bring you balance, wear neutral if you feel like you're not, you know, you don't need to wear sort of bright colours. And that's okay. You don't even need to wear makeup. It is okay for a woman to post online without having to wear makeup. It is okay. Just be your beautiful self. And I think because we're connecting with the goddess of Ostara, which I do have a beautiful ornament of Ostara here, you know, it's the goddess. It's your feminine energy. And she's absolutely stunning. So I feel like it's really important to connect with the motherly, the feminine, the goddess inside. You don't have to hide it. Just be your authentic, beautiful, true self and show the world. And this is my intention and my message on this video. So with this all in mind, the spring equinox. So the spring equinox is a beautiful festival, and this festival is celebrated by the neo-pagans, myself, the Wiccans, the witches, the healers, whatever it is that you wish to label yourself as, that's okay. So basically our festival is celebrating the change of season. So we're celebrating Mother Earth, we're celebrating the solar system and moving round and more sunlight in the coming months. We're celebrating awakening, and we bring all of this, what's going on around us, into our practices. When you practice as a Wiccan witch, I don't really like using the word witch, or pagan, you know, healer. Every single person's practice is personal to them. And I've always said this, and to my students who did my psychic development classes with me in the past, I've always really highlighted this to everybody. Like, yes, there are books out there to give you guidelines and guidance, but when you really get knuckling down to, let's say, witchcraft, and your practices, it's really important to understand that your magic, your practice, is from intention. So whatever you feel is right for you, what herbs you use, what crystals you use, what aroma you want to work with, what time of day is it that you want to work with, and it's really important to understand that you don't compare yourself and your practices to other people, and that is the absolute beauty of spirituality. And I've always stood by this rule, because if you start feeling that, oh, you're watching someone else do a practice, or let's say spell work or whatever it is, but that you try and do that because you think, oh, I'll go and do that because they're doing it, but it's not suited for you. Your soul, you're not working with it. Your energy can feel you're not attracted to that, and you're like, oh, okay, well, I need to find my practices, what I want to use that are suited to what I need and or how I feel, and that's really important. So just going back to the Wheel of the Year. As you all know, I've talked about the Wheel of the Year in my previous videos. The Wheel of the Year, I've got a little coaster. How cute is this for clients? So when they are having a Reiki session with me, or I'm doing a reading, they put their cup, their mug, on this amazing coaster, which I bought from my local crystal shop called Clouds Online. They are fantastic. Go to the shop, go online, go and get your stuff, go get your spiritual stuff. They are so nice. They are a family business. They're honestly, I've been going to them for years. So yeah, I couldn't not buy these. These are incredible. The Wheel of the Year on a coaster. Yeah, I get so like excited with stuff like that. So anyway, here is Ostara right here, Ostara. And then here is Imbolc. We have just celebrated Imbolc. And then after Ostara, we have another festival that we all celebrate called Beltane. And that is the festival. It's one of my favourite festivals. It is the Festival of Fire. I am a fire sign, and I work a lot with the sun. I work a lot with fire. And I can't tell you how weirdly connected I'd feel to Beltane. It's really strange. But I also feel really, really connected to Imbolc and the goddess Bridget. I don't know why. I just feel like I connect really well with her. I don't know if it's the red hair. I don't know. But she reminds me of me. And then the Beltane, I'm like, oh, this is it. This is it. So I try and do a lot of stuff around Beltane. I am also so on the Friday the 1st of May, which is Beltane this year, of 2026, I am doing a psychic night. No sound bath, but I am bringing my sound bowls to do a demonstration really quickly before we begin to channel spirit to invite your loved ones in. I am doing a full night of mediumship readings for a beautiful group of amazing clients. Tickets are still available because the room is literally huge. It's in Bolton in the Cloisters, and the Cloisters is a converted church. So they host a lot of events there, like weddings, loads of stuff. So it's a really big venue. So tickets are still flowing. And yeah, I invite you, I welcome you, please come to it, you will love it. It is on Beltane, Friday the 1st of May, in the evening. I would love to have you there because I will do a little bit of a chat about Beltane as well, only very brief, but yeah, I'm so excited for that. So yeah, Ostara, also known as Easter or Easter, and originally this was a pagan festival, and then it's been taken over and Christianized over the years by Easter. So we work a lot with the egg, the symbols of the egg, which is all about rebirth, renewal, and yeah, this is where the Easter egg comes from. So, and you know, it's connected to the rabbits, the bunnies, that sort of thing. This is why you have all of the little cute little ornaments with the bunnies and stuff like that at the bottom. But she is the goddess of spring, Easter. She is the goddess of spring. Easter is the Anglo-Saxon word for Easter, and then you have the Germanic term, which is Ostara, and yeah, and then now it is known in the modern day, most popular word we shall say is Easter, which has been Christianized as Easter. Which is going back to the Wheel of the Year. So there are 8 Sabbats of the Wheel of the Year. There are 8 of these round in a circle. So now we are connecting to Ostara. And let's talk about it celestial, and let's talk about it in a very scientific way. So you're on the Earth. Let's zoom out of the Earth, and if you were to look where the sun is placed on the 20th and the 21st of March, which is when Ostara and the spring equinox is celebrated, you will see that the sun is at its peak on the equator. So what that means is that the northern hemisphere and the southern hemisphere have equal daylight and nighttime hours, if that makes sense. So in the northern hemisphere here in the UK we celebrate Ostara, and then in the southern hemisphere, which is down here, think of this as like the Earth. Down here we have Mabon or Mabon, which is autumn. So everyone in Australia, happy Mabon. You are celebrating the autumn equinox, whereas we in the northern hemisphere we're celebrating the spring equinox. I just looked at my camera and panicked a minute because I thought we're not recording or something happened, but we are recording. Talking of technology, it is the end tomorrow. Is it tomorrow properly? I think it's tomorrow, of Mercury retrograde, which has caused for the last two weeks a lot of technical issues on my end. So that's why I was looking like, is everything okay? I've done multiple readings in the last few weeks, and my stereo with my gorgeous background music, chilled music, switched itself off. We've had multiple power cuts here. My salt lamp just like didn't want to work. It's just been a little bit mad, really. The energy has just been crazy. I don't know about anyone else, but that is coming to an end. Mercury retrograde. Mercury is the planet of communication. Talking of the solar system at the moment, funnily enough. And Mercury is actually the day of Wednesday, out of the 7 days of the week, whereas Sunday's obviously the sun. So Mercury is all about technology, travel, communication. So when people say, oh, Mercury, it's gone into retrograde, to us on the Earth, when we look at Mercury in the solar system, it looks like it's going in sort of an I can see it in my head, but I just can't say it. It's a funny shaped orbit of Mercury that moves around the sun. It's not actually a full circle. And the reason why I know that is because I listened at school in science class, because I was a nerd. Yeah. So I know all about the solar system, but to us it's kind of like an illusion on the earth. So when we look, it sort of like looks like it's in reverse, going backwards. So obviously, like, communication's backwards, technology is backwards, travel, they say don't plan, don't travel, that's all backwards. But we can breathe now. It looks like it's moving forward. Everything's gonna be okay. No more technical issues or power cuts at like 4 a.m. Let's hope, touch wood. So also this time of year, it is a really good time to get yourself in the garden and get yourself outside. That is what I have been doing a lot recently. Even when the weather is a bit chilly, I've been trying my best to get outside. I even took a cutting from my neighbour's gorgeous elderflower tree. That I'm obsessed with elderflower so much, and the flowers are so beautiful. I made last year elderflower cordial from scratch, and I actually have the elderflower berries in my freezer right now because I haven't had a chance to make an elderflower tonic, which is amazing for flu season, which we have just overcome, but I'm still going to make it. But I took a cutting and then I planted the cuttings in my own little pot, and they are actually flowering. They're starting to grow. The other day, the leaves weren't there. Genuinely, I thought it's not going to work. It's not going to work. But it's worked. It's worked. And I'm so proud of myself. So that means that I've got an elderflower plant now. I'm so proud. And that is going to come with me everywhere I go. If I like move house or anything like that, I'm going to plant that tree. And I'm going to have the beautiful, biggest like elderflower plant ever in my garden. And I'm just going to be like, yes, we are making elderflower tonic every summer, or elderflower cordial every summer, elderflower cake, everything elderflower. But yeah, we are getting into that season now where you can start seeing the leaves on the trees. The birds are more awake in the morning, of course, as well. The week after spring equinox, remember the clocks go forward an hour in the UK, and that means as well that in the evening it is a little bit lighter. Yay! I'm so happy with this. And yes, it is a little bit darker in the morning, but that's okay. But yes, oh, another thing I actually wanted to share with you. So I don't know if you all know, I travelled to Mexico last year, and I've always said I'd go back around the spring equinox, or for the spring equinox. And the reason is because I don't know if you've all heard of the pyramids at Chichen Itza. So I will share some photographs of it that I took myself personally. So actually on the building on the spring equinox, when the sun is at its peak of the middle of the day, you will actually see on the steps, so I'll show you a picture, but there's it's specifically made for the serpent, the snake, which is at the bottom of the pyramid, so that the sun's light shines and casts a shadow all the way down the pyramid, like zigzag like that from the steps. It's really incredible, and it only happens once a year, and you have to be like at the right sort of side of the pyramid, but it casts a shadow. I don't know how they did that. It's incredible. It's like who built the pyramids. It's incredible. And of course, you also have the well-known Stonehenge in the UK. A lot of people gather to see the sunrise. There's also a place in, is it Cambodia? I can't remember the name, but I will show you a picture. But the sun is at the peak again, right at the top of the middle of the three towers. And all these beautiful landmarks and beautiful buildings all around the world are actually built in line with the spring equinox and the solar system and the sun and the moon. Like, how did they even do that? I don't know. Maybe we're not meant to know, like we're just meant to trust. But yeah, it's incredible, absolutely. So on the day of the morning of the spring equinox, get up really early for sunrise, or so that you're awake, in your garden, wherever you want to be. Watch the sunrise and just soak in the magic around you, and allow, when the sun rises, allow your soul to rise, allow your intentions to rise as well. We also are surrounded at the moment as well with a new moon in, I think it's Pisces, moving into the Aries, I can't remember. But yeah, what is going on at the minute is absolutely beautiful. There's so many opportunities for us to align with what's going on, to give us so many opportunities, and we need to use it. We need to use it. So with that all done and dusted, I will leave you with all of this beautiful knowledge and information. If you have any questions, please message me, ask in the comments, and yeah, happy spring equinox to you all. I really hope you have a beautiful weekend, whatever you're doing. The sun, the weather here in the UK is going to be incredible, so do use it if you can. And yeah, thank you for watching. I really do appreciate it. Thank you so much for all of your support, and yeah, happy spring equinox. Thank you. Bye.